my name is Agata. Welcome in Agata's Cottage. It's time for sewing plans for 2024. So I have a good few plans that I want to incorporate into my sewing in 2024. First is use up my stash as much as possible. I'm not going on the fabric buying ban. You all know me. It's not possible for me not to buy fabrics. However, I do have too much fabric. I know I said in the past I'm never gonna say that, but I'm starting to feel more overwhelmed every day with the volumes I have at home. So I need to do something about this. So that's one main item. Limit my fabric stash. The second thing I want to focus on is on creating outfits, and I actually borrowed this item from Izzy from the Quilts and Sew last year. She wanted to create more outfits than individual items, and I do have a problem here with my wardrobe. I do have some things that don't go with anything except for maybe one item, so I want to fix that. So I will be sewing a fair bit more of the solid makes versus the printed ones. Like, oh, don't worry, I will be still sewing plenty of the printed colorful things, but I want to do a bit more solid makes as well. And item number 3 is I want to test myself and try new patterns. I have a tendency to stick to my tried and true, and very often it's not that I'm afraid, or maybe I am, of that the new pattern will not fit me, or that there will be mistakes or problems with it, and I'm dragging my heels with trying new patterns. And sometimes I get discouraged from trying new patterns because it might not work. And I want to work on that. I don't want to pass this habit to Alice because I know she's observing me. So I want her to be excited to try new things. So I will be working on that. Number 4 is spending more time with Alice in my sewing space. So I want to teach her a little bit more and encourage her to do sewing, not only because it's fun hobby to make, but it's also great life skill, and we never know what life will bring us. So I think that skill of sewing is something that might be useful to her in her adult life. And number 5, my make 9. I was thinking really hard about this because I never did my make 9. I think I attempted a few years ago on the Instagram when the first craze about the make 9 happened, but I never actually put any major thought into it. Or if I did, I don't really remember, but I don't think I did. So I want to do make 9, but with a caveat. So it will be make 9 stay-at-home mom edition, using big 4 patterns from my stash and using fabrics from my stash. I know it sounds weird, but big 4 patterns are the patterns that I think tested 2 or 3 big 4 patterns before, and I know I'm missing out because there are some lovely patterns there that I really want to try, that I have in my stash and I've been afraid of. Maybe not, afraid is a good word. So I have a whole list. I have the patterns here and I will show them to you in a minute. Let's get on with my make 9. That's gonna be a challenge. So I have here all the patterns that I picked, and I will show you first my 3 ideas. So Every stay-home mom needs a PJ, and I know because I need few new PJs in my wardrobe. So I picked the McCall's M8160. I know it's not a PJ pattern, but it has t-shirt and a shorts, and what else is a PJ? And it has a dress, so it's like a nightgown. So I'm planning to make all 3 views of this pattern as a PJ version. I think it would be very cool, and it come up, and most of my big 4 patterns are actually patterns that come over with the free magazines, or I got from friends, or I got on Amazon. Now the next thing I want is t-shirts. I need more t-shirts, not t-shirts for cleaning around the house, stuff like that, more like when I'm going with Alice for a walk, or you know, we are going grocery shopping, or I even do the school run. So something a little bit more put together, kind of elevated basic. So I want to make this one. It's a Simplicity 1113. It has lovely yoke on the back, so it will be nice and flowy around the tummy. And you know, I do have a problem with my tummy, so I want to make for sure view A, and I'm thinking of view C. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, by the way, the patterns I'm putting on my Make 9, they aren't difficult. Majority of them aren't the difficult patterns to make. It's more to force myself to do them, because I had them on my list for a very long time and they haven't been made, so I just want to push myself a little bit more. Then the next thing I need is basic plain cardigan. I made not so long ago Harper cardigan. I wasn't really happy with the fit of it, so I want to try something else. And I'm thinking of this new look. It's 6735, and I want to make view A. It's just the basic plain cardigan with the belt, and I have a few lovely rib knits in my stash that I'm thinking would be good for it. Next make is a denim style dress. So it's a dress that can be casual with trainers, or you know, I don't know, sandals or something like that, or it could be a bit more elevated with high heels, or you know, just nice jewelry, stuff like that. And I have 2 pattern propositions for it. One is this Nomi pattern, and it's R11787, and I'm thinking of doing view A, but extending it and adding cap sleeves. It's not difficult to draft cap sleeves, and I actually got this pattern from my dear friend Mari from Mari Sews, and it looks lovely. I think it would be very elevated look. The second pattern I'm considering is this. It's 8014. I haven't decided yet on which look, but it's a lovely pattern, and I have it on my list for a very, very long time. The next thing that I think my wardrobe as a stay-home mom needs, it's tops that are slightly bit more fancy than a t-shirt, but they are not as fancy as blouse, for example. So you know, something if I'm going for the meeting of the Parents Association, or if I'm meeting a friend for lunch, or even if I'm going to the class to show something. So I have 2 patterns here on my list. So one is Battery B617, and I'm thinking of either view D or view C. And so that's view D, and this is view C. I also got this pattern from my friend Mari, and I just love this the look of this pattern. So that's one consideration. And the second one is Baterik B4230, and I'm thinking of view D. So this view here, it's just a lovely pattern. I got it from one of the friends in one of the sewing groups who wanted to get rid of it, and I have plenty of cotton jersey that would look lovely as this pattern. Next is a jumper, and it's something that I will definitely make very soon because I've been wanting to make it forever. So it's this pattern, so it's McCall's M8343, and I'm planning to view the C just with the gathered waistband thingy as view B. And that's the only jumper pattern that I picked from my stash. I don't have many jumper patterns, unfortunately, for a big four, but if I will like it, I might get some more. And the next round of patterns are blouse patterns. So I need a blouse to go with jeans, with skirt, you know, something that will look nice with the cardigan or a jacket. So I have 3 patterns that I picked. They all are actually new look. I just noticed this. So one is 6374, and I'm thinking of view D. Where's view D? So it's the top one. It will be brilliant for color blocking or just doing something with embroidery. I actually thought about doing this in viscose poplin I have here in my stash, actually the navy one, and adding a bit of embroidered panels on the shoulders and on the front yokes. Or I will use this pattern, so it's new look 6344, and I'm thinking of view B, this one with the collar, and I wanted to use the white viscose poplin for it. I think it will look lovely. Or this new look 6604, and I'm thinking of view C with those gorgeous bows on the sleeves and the pleats. I haven't decided on the fabric for that one yet. So those are my 3 propositions for that, and I will decide closer to time which one I want to use. So the next item on my list are bottoms, because I had cardigans, t-shirts, PJs, dresses, blouses and tops, but you know, for all those blouses you actually need bottoms. So I have 2 one simplicity and 1 new look pattern that I'm considering. So I'm thinking of doing cargo trousers. So I'm thinking of doing, let me see, view B here with the cargo pockets, or view C here with the gathered leg on the bottom. So this one is simplicity 9471, and this one is new looks 6005. I haven't decided yet which of those patterns I will use. I have fabrics for both of them in my stash, so I will decide soon enough which one I will make. The next 2 patterns are for skirts, so I'm thinking either of doing view C on 6579, that's new look pattern. So view C is this one. It's just like a above the knee panel skirt. Or I'm thinking of doing view C here, and that's McCall's 8389. I got it in the recent McCall's sale few months already ago, so I'm thinking of that, or maybe I will go with view A. I haven't decided yet. So these are my suggestions for my make 9 patterns. As mentioned, I'm using patterns from my stash and fabrics from my stash to create a mini capsule wardrobe for stay-at-home mom. Number 6, it's something that's sewing but also channel related. I want to be more regular with themed videos. So I want to do more collabs. So if you are interested in doing collaborations with me, leave the comment below. And I want to do more tutorials. I'm realistic about the day-to-day life, how much I can incorporate how many additional things I can incorporate into my life. So I will be aiming to do one tutorial every 2 months, because they do take time to make, to edit, to come up with the idea, etc, etc. So that hopefully will mean 6 new tutorials for you guys in the 2024. And I want to do a bit more collaborations, maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months, we will see. I have first 2 lined up for this year and I'm very excited about it. So I do know I want to grow this channel. We are building a lovely community here and I love talking with you guys in comments. I love everyone who's reaching out on Instagram, except for people commenting on my appearance, really telling me that I should work out instead of doing the videos. Will not get me to work out, believe me. Anyway, sorry for the rant. So I want to build this channel and I want to do a bit more and give back more to you guys. So if there are any videos you would like me to make, or if you think that something is lacking in the YouTube sewing space, what you would like to see, let me know, because I might be able to come up with something. So I'm really looking forward to your comments here. I think that's all my plans, my major plans for 2024. We'll see how I will get on. I'm planning to prepare quarterly list of what I want to do, kind of split my year into quarters and divide my make 9 for maybe 3 quarters, so 3 makes or 3 items of my list per quarter. So I will have it done well in advance of end of 2024, because I really need those items in my wardrobe. So yeah, I think that's all.